Have you ever wondered what it's like to build a 3D printed tank? Well, I have, and so have these other YouTubers. My biggest inspiration was RC Test Flight. He made a snowcut that could travel on snow in the mountains. He has a full video series on this project where he upgrades it as time goes on, planning on doing something similar to my video series. But I wanted to make something different. Mine would need suspension and a more tanky feel, as well as being able to climb steep slopes and rough terrain. In this video, I'll go over how I accomplish these goals and go from there. To start, we need a solid design. Simple often works better than complex for 3D prints. I made the base out of a sheet of aluminum, so it's pretty strong and light. For the tracks, I 3D printed them all using PLA, with a hole in place for the metal pins that would hold them all together. To keep with the simple design, I made 3 large road wheels for each side, as well as a sprocket to drive the track, and a smaller idler for the front. For the suspension, I used a thick rubber band to attach to the arm that connects to the road wheels. Finally, the drivetrain, where there's 2 electric motors, one for each side, powering a 3D printed gearbox. It's a high-speed motor power and reduces it to a slower speed with more torque, allowing for the tracks to be able to move. With all of that put together, we should have a tracked vehicle ready for action. Here I am at the baseball diamond testing it out. As you can see, it moves around pretty good, and it seems to go pretty quick actually. Even hit a little bit of a drift. Here we can see the suspension working in action, as well as the sprocket. As you can see, the tracks ride in the grooves of the road wheels, and then the holes are for the sprocket, which propels the track around the whole system. As you can hear, the sound of the 3D printed gears is pretty loud, so that's why I'm leaving it out for this video. Here you can get a bit of a visualization on how the suspension works. As the wheel goes over a bump, it pushes up, which rotates the glass rod, which then goes to the white plastic 3D printed arm that it's attached to the rubber band. This design keeps everything simple and inside the frame, so when I come back to this later, I can enclose everything and keep the dirt and grime out. To chew up the grass, which is kind of cool. Here you can see how fast the tank was able to travel even on long grass. However, even it has its limitations, as it can't go through the really tall grass, as I got it stuck right here. Going back to the goal section of this video, it's a tank trying to attempt to climb a steep hill. At first it struggles because it lacks torque. It should be fixed by getting motors with higher torque and lower RPMs, allowing the tank to slowly crawl up instead of having to floor it up the hill. But once you get a run up at it, it seems to climb up like nothing. whirring noise was the gears stripping in the gearbox, causing one of the many breakdowns that I had while making this video. The main cause for this is poor fitment in between the smaller gear on the motor and the larger gear of the 3D printed one. Over time they wear out and the motor slides away, causing a gap to form, allowing it to just chew the gears off. To finish up this video, let's go over the goals I set at the start. First was to keep it simple. I think I did a fairly okay job at this, especially when it comes to the suspension and the gearbox. Even though they broke, it's still a pretty easy fix. Second, I think it looks like a tank, aside from the colors, which is just what I had from PLA. Finally, was it able to climb steep slopes? Yes it was. And in the next video, I'll make a body for this and fix up some of the issues, as well as do proper testing of the capabilities of this vehicle. That's it for this video. Please subscribe and look out for my next video, which should be coming out in a month, knowing me. And thanks for watching.